Sam Anderson, North Richland Hills, Texas.
Chance Ryan Brentham, Grand Prairie, Texas.
David Matzler, Amarillo, Texas.
Scott Lee, Andrews, Texas.
Got my start probably listening to all the church music that I grew up with, and then probably listening to my dad play guitar around the house just when I was younger. So, some of my influences right now, Ryan Adams is a big one. Of course, his earlier band Whiskey Town is something that really helped me get into a kind of this different genre that we've been going through. So,
Zeppelin.
Nice. Good choice.
M. Ward, Cody Jinks, without a doubt. So
Amos Lee.
Amos
Lee. Good. Me, pretty much music in general. Any kind of music I think is very influential to my ears and mind. So
our sound's pretty versatile. We span everything from blues to country, bluegrass, a little bit of rock and roll. We all listen to so many different types of music, it all kind of thrown in there. First concert I went to was Boyz II Men and Babyface. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed to say that I loved it. I had a great time at that concert. So that was people I was listening to at the time.
one of the first shows that I remember going to, my dad actually took me to a Doobie Brothers concert in Amarillo, Texas at the Civic Center, and it was a great show. Just remember really enjoying that.
The first band that I ever went to see live was with my older brother Sean, and he took me to see Canned Heat. And it was a huge, the lead singer of course had already passed away, but did a great job. The second one was more, I guess, known band was Fabulous Thunderbirds.
The first concert I ever went to was the Dave Matthews Band when I was in junior high. And it was a real experience. There's a lot of things you see at a Dave Matthews Band concert that you don't normally see in junior high. So it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it.
The best part about playing live is just whenever you connect with all the people you're playing with you know, with all these guys. Whenever we're playing a song or we're playing a certain part, and you kind of all know that you're there, you know, that you're hitting it, and then also seeing everyone in the crowd. Crowd response is huge. I mean, if people are getting into what you're doing, it makes you want to do that even more. You know, it makes you you're that much more energized whenever you see everyone else getting into what you're doing, and they respect that, and you respect that also.
My favorite part of being on stage is a lot like what Sam said, is the communication, is what I learned to call it in college, the communication between the instruments, between the musicians. And it's a very spiritual place to be, where two or more musicians go somewhere that they didn't know they were going to go, and didn't realize they were going to go there until they went there. And it's a magical place. It's very, like, the only way to describe it is very spiritual.
The best part to me about playing live up on stage is the opportunity to share your ideas, just both musical, lyrical, about life with the audience, in the hopes that they'll, you know, take some of those and make them just kind of a part of their life. So something along those lines.
I always really enjoy, you know, the audience is out there and they went out of their way to come see you. And just, you know, people walk into a concert or something with their guards up, but they hear some good music. And, you know, everyone starts having a good time. You're watching them have a good time. You're having a good time on stage because, I mean, I get to play with great people, and it's always fun on stage. And I think that watching that translate to an audience is one of the best things about playing live.
Right now, somebody who I think is having a huge impact, and he might not even know it, is a guy by the name of Cody Jinks. And he's just, I've known him for a while, but he's making a kind of music that's not been made before. It's I mean, you can't really put a genre on it. He started off in a metal band and now he's playing honky-tonk music. So he's got, you know, background from all across the board, and it's just a sound that I've never really heard before, and I think he's really pushing the envelope as far as this style of music's gone.
I had the opportunity to meet a guy named Alex Dupree, and I think he's pushing some serious boundaries, both lyrically and just musically in general. So I think he's definitely contributed a lot, at least to my Texas music experience. So.
I know I've grown up here. I've basically, since I was born, I've lived in North Richland Hills. I grew up, I went to Holiday Heights Elementary, North Richland Middle School, and I went to Fourth Christian High School. So I've lived for 19 years of my life, I was in North Richland Hills. Coming back to play a show here is huge to me because, you know, these are the people I grew up with, the people I respect more than anything. And it's you know, I don't want to say the cliche, give something back, but, you know, you just kind of want to show that you really appreciated where you grew up at, and you want to do whatever you can to help out the area. So I'm ecstatic to play back in North Richland Hills, and it's probably been one of the biggest highlights musically so far. If I could tell my fans one thing, it'd probably be, like I said, to come out to the Sounds of Spring concert series. There's a lot of good bands out there. Come see us, come see everybody else. And number two, come to the other shows. Any support is well appreciated, and we love seeing faces out there in the audience.
I would say if you're a fan of us, don't lose any sleep, and don't worry, because there's 4 of us, and that means there's enough of us to go around. And, you know, we'll get to you eventually. Maybe we'll go out for coffee or something and hang out, and you know,
Have a bite.
we'll go have a bite. But yeah, there's a lot of people who really like us, and I just don't want it to get out of hand.
I was actually